Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Patoka Sportsmen. I'm Gene Kuntz. The DuBois County Sportsmen will have their monthly meeting at Flags Cafe in Ferdinand on Monday, November 17th at 7 p.m. sharp. A report on the annual membership smoker will be given. Indiana conservation officers will give reports on how the deer season is going so far and report on the hunting-related injuries of the season. Everyone is invited to attend and spend some time with your fellow sportsmen or just find out what the club is all about. Help is also needed with mailing the gun raffle tickets. If you can show up early and assist, putting letters and tickets together in the envelopes, it would be appreciated. Remember to check out their website at www.duboiscountysportsman.org for meeting dates and locations. Select Indiana state parks will temporarily close to the general public for controlled deer reductions in the coming weeks. The reductions will take place November 17th and 18th and again on November 1st and 2nd. The participating parks will close the evening before each of the reductions and reopen the morning after. Brown County, Harmony, Lincoln, McCormick's Creek, Spring Mill, and Turkey Run are among some of the parks that will be closed. DNR biologists evaluate which parks require a reduction each year based on the recovery of vegetation that deer eat and previous hunter success at each park. The state parks are home to more than 32 state endangered plants. The reductions help maintain browsing by deer to a level that helps ecosystems and associated vegetation recover. All participants for the deer reductions have already been drawn from a pool of eligible applicants. Only individuals drawn last September may participate. If you harvest a deer that you don't want, the DuBois County Sportsmen's Club will again be sponsoring the Hunters for the Hungry program this deer hunting season. Any sportsman who wants to legally harvest a deer and donate the meat to the DuBois County and the Huntingburg food banks can take the field-dressed deer to either Betts Family Processing in Schnellville or Ferdinand Processing and tell them that you'd like to donate it to the Hunters for the Hungry. Each hunter who donates a deer to the Hunters for the Hungry program will have a chance to win a Mossberg 12-gauge shotgun combo donated by Drs. Gordon and Labhart of Jasper Optical Lab. Last year, 43 deer were donated and given to needy families through the food banks. If you'd like to make a monetary donation to help pay for the processing, you can send it to the DuBois County Sportsmen's Club at P.O. Box 304, Jasper, Indiana, 47547-0304. Favorable weather and a few other factors could combine to produce a record harvest this deer hunting season. Chad Stewart, DNR deer biologist, notes that more comfortable weather will entice more hunters to take to the field. The number of counties with reports of EHD is down drastically from last year. In most of those counties, only 1 or 2 reports were received. Counties affected over the last 2 years should recover somewhat this year and should contribute to more deer harvested by hunters this upcoming season. Deer hunters harvested 124,427 deer during the 07 season, slightly fewer than the 06 numbers. The overall deer harvest for the last 3 years has averaged between 124,400 to 125,500. Those numbers are expected to be met or exceeded this year. This is the opening weekend for Indiana's deer firearms season. Legal hunting hours for all deer seasons are from 1/2 hour before sunrise to 1/2 hour after sunset. You must meet fluorescent orange requirements while hunting deer during firearms and muzzleloader seasons. If you're using archery equipment, you must also meet fluorescent orange requirements while hunting during these dates. Antlered deer must have at least one antler that is at least 3 inches long. Immediately upon killing a deer, you must complete a tag on paper that states the hunter's name, address, sex of the deer, and the day and month of the kill. The tag must be attached to the deer before you leave the deer or load the deer in a vehicle. You must take your deer to an official deer check station within 48 hours of the kill for registration. The permanent seal must remain attached until the carcass is placed in the custody of another person for processing or until the carcass has been processed and packaged. If you have questions about deer hunting regulations, call the DNR's Deer Hotline at 812-334-3795 Monday through Friday. And until next time, this is Gene Kuntz encouraging you to take the time to teach a child how to conserve and appreciate our great wildlife resources.